Everybody loved him. Hundreds of people would be by the courthouse, and he, put up his finger to the government, and that's it. This man is dying, and you still have him in solitary confinement. He was tied, his feet to the bed, and his hands were tied to the bed. People want to question if my father was weak or tough. He had a severe kidney infection. He was sick. He didn't get to see a doctor. By the time he got off the bus, he was covered in blood. If there was ever a time to become a rat or something, it would have been then. No, instead he fought 5 trials. Eli has never had any conversation with my father. You lie about my son? Like, this is how sick they are. I defend my family. I think I do a pretty good job of defending my family. But other people defend my family also. I don't ask them to do it, but they do. Hi, everyone. How is everyone tonight? Hello. Let me get back to the top. Hello, Cremel, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Mickey Griggs, Wolf Cola, What's Real? How are you? What's Real? Willie T, Danny Stories, Yankees for Life. Hello, Yankees for Life. Tess, how are you, Tess? Rob D. Jane, how are you, Jane? How's everything? Hi, Vicky and Ryan fan. Trying to go as fast as I can. Kathy, how are you? Carol. Sean. Okay, Sean, I'm not putting your comment up on the screen because I've changed my mind. I'm not getting involved in any of this anymore. I'll talk about that in a little while. And I haven't even mentioned anything about this in a little while now. I decided I am not going to do that. So, Sean, you have the wrong person here. And guess what, Sean? I have new sound bites. How about this one?
You guys and Giuliani should be in church.
You guys and Giuliani should be in church. I love the way he says church. Let's see who else. Hello, Tina. Hello, Mott Street. How are you? Holly Golightly. How are you? Hello, Teresa Murphy. Hi, Dr. Vinny Boombots. Bobby Barbarian, how are you? Claudio, there you are. How are you, Claudio? And Grambino is in the house. Marky Mark is in the house. Hello. Julie, how are you? Jason. Jojo the Wild Man. Hello, Marla. Raymundi, I think you're the funniest. I wish we could hear your voice and you can come on because you're really funny. Angel, you're my first, you're my last, my everything. You are funny, Raymundi. Andrew White, how are you? Tom Sheehy, how are you? Jared, how are you? And Chicago Muscle, how are you, Chicago? Victoria Young. Let me see who else. Joe Bag of Donuts. Oh, really? You've been following me on Twitter ever since the night Richard Marks got really nasty with you, and I have let him have it for 3 straight days. I remember. Hello, Big. How are you? And I'm happy you're here, Joe Bag of Donuts. Steve, I have to get back on Twitter. Seriously, I am going to get back on Twitter because YouTube is a little too toxic for me. I thought Twitter was bad. Twitter is romper room compared to this YouTube. Okay, everybody's saying hello to each other. Jane, I'm very, very sorry to hear that. Very sorry. Not good lately. I lost one of my very best friends of nearly 40 years. Been a little rough. I'm very sorry to hear that. I thank God I have mine. I'm sorry, Jean. Oh, here, we have another Jean. Hi, Jean. Georgia, we love you. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. Hi, Angela. You like those sound bites? Yeah, I have a few, but I love that one. Jerry made that one for me. You guys and Giuliani belong in church. The way he says church. I miss him. Oh my God, I miss him. Tim in North Carolina. And C, how are you? Okay. Well, let's see. TT Rad, how are you? Hi, Tommy Stiggs. How are you, Tommy? Everybody should sub to Tommy's channel. And look who's here. Lenny the Loyal Lab. Hi, Angel Gotti Wigstail. And Guinea Mick. Is that your name? Hello, how are you? Lenny the Loyal Lab, I missed you. I missed you too. Raymundi, Angel, happy to make you laugh, hon. I'm happy that you do too. Edward, how are you? Wolf Cola. I think I said you already. I'm not sure. Joe Bag of Donuts, I knew you would. Exactly. Hello, Big Lou. No fly zone. Where's Carlos been? Tell Carlos it's safe. This chat here is safe for Carlos. Tell him to come back. He's one of my wrenches. Angela, you remember Joey Bag of Donuts. Yes, she would do. Back at you, Joe. Angela is my Twitter buddy. John DeLuca, Angel, did you make the big announcement? Not yet. They're pure torture. They torture. They do nothing but torture me. Andy Martin, when are we going to hear from John Jr.? Oh, you're going to hear soon. But then again, our soons is not your people, normal people soon. Soons. Cookie Durso, slap Larry Mazin, lived to tweet about it. I read about that today. I heard about it. I heard that 2 rats got into a fight, and naturally neither one of them will get in trouble. And Larry Mazin got the worst of it, huh? And Raymundi, Twitter is a bunch of beta liberals. We have insane conservatives over here ready to get down. Angela, I agree. YouTube is bottom of the barrel. It's the worst. Seriously. Uh, Lenny, the loyal lab. I'm sorry, Jane. Yes, we all are. I don't know what happens to me as soon as I sign on. My throat gets all weird. James Lund, you have a great show, Angel. Thank you, James. I'm happy that you like it. Route Irish. How are you? How are you? Uh, excuse me. Beantown 916. This might be the one chat for the most part get along. I think so. We all get along in here. But thank you. Hi, Brooklyn Rob. How are you? Um, we all do. Everybody, I think, gets along. Andy Martin, Angel Gotti, our prison system is cruel and unusual punishment. You should have been able to touch and hug your father and bring him food. Yeah, we should have been, but thank you. This prison system, this country makes me laugh. They talk about every other country, and meanwhile, this country has the most inmate population, most inmates in the prison system than any other country is this country. And one day I hope Mobland comes on because I was shocked at the prison system in his country because I asked him, one day when he was live streaming, and I asked him and I could not believe what he said. I mean, that country feels that being in prison is punishment enough, so they don't have to do what this country does to its inmates. It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe what he was saying. And there are no rats there because you do the time, you do the crime. Hi, Susie. Hi, Montauk. Hi, Lori Love. Sweetness. I think that's so funny. Boston, Irish, Angel, what's happening? Nothing much. How are you, Boston? Hi, OC. Uh-oh. 75, only 26 likes. Come on, people, says Angela. Hi, it's me. Hi, Angela. I hope your day was great. It was. This, Carlos. It was good. Thank you. I hope yours was as well. Hello, Carlos. You're very welcome here. Oh, look. See, Ramundi? Carlos, I know you're watching, kid. This is a safe place, bro. And everybody, Carlos, drop your channel. Let everybody go follow Carlos. I love their channel, the No Fly Zone. I love it. And the other Carlos, how are you? Chicago Muscle said, Carlos, don't leave me. Sean, it was a great one. I'm glad it was used on me. Here, I'll use it again. Let's do it again.
You guys in Juliana should be in church.
Should be in church. Let's see. I think I said hello to everyone. Hold on. I'll get to the rest of you if I missed anyone. Okay. Oh, I have on Andy Griffith, if you hear it. I don't know if you could hear it. Ma Brats One. Hello, Ma Brats One. How are you? Mobland is always in here. I think he was in here earlier. And I wanted him to tell everybody about the prison system in his country. I am a kitchen biatch. Hello. I think Frank Drevin is in here. I didn't see him. I'm sorry. I must have passed over you, but Yankees for Life is saying hello. And Miss Can't Be Wrong is dropping everybody's channels. Good. And don't forget Chicago Muscle too. And Bob Ratz one. I think Bob Ratz one, you're on Instagram, right? You're on Instagram. Angela, I swear I thought when I was, and Tommy Stiggs, don't forget. I swear I thought when I would join YouTube, it was going to be really good experiences. Boy, was I wrong. Tell me about it. Hello. And don't forget Mob Talk Radio's channel too. Let's see who else. Great Golfer. Hello. How are you? Hey, Raimundi. Wait, what happened? Aledo smacked Larry Meza? Ha ha ha, you gotta be kidding. No, it wasn't Aledo. It was the guy that I said before. I don't know who he is or what his name was. I forgot, but there's a fake one in the chat. Andy Martin. I don't know what 3 million is. Yeah, Larry Meza got beat up in Florida by his supposed friend. He got beat up in Florida. Jane, Angel, I want my wrench back. I changed my email account and lost it. Oh, okay. But how do I know you're the real Jane? You have to tell me something that nobody else knows, and I'll give you your wrench right now. Carlos, Angel, I remember a while back before your dad got arrested, a TV network tried to interview your father outside his Howard Beach residence. Your dad ignored them and got in his car. He did that most days. But that was a Sunday. And obviously when that you guys and Giuliani belong in church, it was a Sunday, and he probably thought he was safe coming out, but no, there they were outside the house, even on a Sunday. My brats won. Smash that like button. Everyone help Angel out. Yes, thank you. XXX. Big problem is they let sex offenders out early, then others, it's a back 100%. Eyeball patch. Angel, don't go anywhere, please. Only pleasant show around. Thank you so much. But no, and I was gonna talk about that. Like, it just is so ugly on here. It's so I can't even think of words to describe it. Like a friend of mine said to me, it's like the bottom of the cesspool. The bottom of the cesspool, and you don't belong in this environment. And I 100% agree. I was ready to shut it all down. And then I have 3 very dear friends. No, 4 very dear friends who told me, don't you dare. And no, all right. So my mom even said to me, like, you're going to quit? And I said, no, I'm not. I'm just out of it. I'm out of the drama. I'm out of the drama. So everybody who keeps throwing my name in, this is for you.
Angel Gotti, Angel Gotti, Angel Gotti.
Yep. And I will just say,
bye-bye, bimbo.
Okay. So, yeah. So, no, I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm just staying far away from all of it. Far, far away. Boston Red. I think we have 5% of the world's population, but something like 70% of the world's inmate population. Exactly. Exactly. And that's true. I wish Mobland was here. Yeah, I hope you're not starting with Carlos. Raymundi, King Wrench, Carlos Munez, first of his name, leader of the mods, blocker of trolls, and builder of bridges. Salute to you, sir. That's right, Carlos. In fact, when I started this channel and he was the first person I picked to be a moderator. How's that? And Miss Can't Be Wrong. How's that? Yeah, Canada is supposed to be great. Yeah. Anything but anywhere but the United States. It's me. So someone spilled the beans. Who slapped Mazza? Oh, he did more than slap him. He choked him. He punched him in the face and choked him, I think, a headlock or something like that. Yeah. Yankees for life. Hit the like button, please. I missed something with Chicago Muscle. Chicago Muscle, they can't handle the truth. I don't know. I missed something. You need a seltzer to help clear your throat. I have it right next to me. I'm going to play a video. So I want, if everybody can watch it. And then while you're doing that, I'll drink my seltzer. Hello, Mob Talk Radio. I like Newport. Smoke, smoke, smoke that cigarette. What? I always yell at you to stop. I didn't even realize you smoked Newports. I thought you smoked Marlboros. Marlboros. I can't even say it. I haven't bought a pack of cigarettes. It's going to be either 9 years or 10 years. I have to check. I lose track. Hello, Boston Red, the second. Davis Dean, how are you? Yeah, where is Rat Trap? Rat Trap is here because I'm going to talk about you. I didn't see you either. I'm going to talk about Rat Trap. I got Mob Talk. I like it. I don't know what that means. That's not, I don't think you're the right Jane. See, you trying to trick me? Sean, what's up, Mob Talk Radio? Kathy, don't leave YouTube. Twitter is more liberal than ever now. Just ignore the punks and block them. Don't leave. Yeah, I know. I am. Hi, The Truth Hurts. How are you? And Mr. O'Neill, MTR. How are you, Mr. O'Neill? Angela said Masa, his BFF. Laugh my is there any footage of Larry Mazza getting beat up? No, you'll have to go Mr. Mob Expert Jerry Capici. Thank you, Davis. There you are, Mobland. Do you want to come on? Because I would like you to tell everybody how your prison system is in your country. But first, I just want to play video for everybody from it's Justice Tech Pros. Not latest episode. It's an old episode that I happened to find last night while listening to his old episodes. And this one is from May of 2021. And I'm going to play parts of it. but it was like he it was like he knew what the future was going to be on YouTube. So I want everybody to listen to that. Ramundi, Angel request to drop my channel. I just made fun. Yeah, okay, drop Ramundi's channel, but I'm not saying that name on here. Hello, Claudio. Hello, Jojo Mush. How are you? Okay. All right, Jane. Hold on. Let me give Jane her wrench. Hold on. I don't even know how to find my own stuff when it goes on. How's that? I have to put my name on my cell phone, right? I have to put my name in that little search box, searching thing. And here I found me. Hold on. Oh God, I'm so far behind. I see. Just give me. You know what? I'll do it while I'm playing the video. Okay, Jane. Okay. Now. Oh, you're gonna hear it. Hold on. Okay. So today I shared on my community page. Hello, Jesse Roth. Mr. Hold on. My Tony Orlando and Dawn vinyl arrived today, so knock 3 times. Oh, I love that song. Oh, let's talk about songs after this. I love that song, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me, twice on the pipe. If the answer is no, yep, I know. I love that song. Okay, so Rat Trap City. If he's in here, drop his channel because I shared something of his today. I put it on my community page. It is the transcript of the secret tape of from the apartment above the Ravenite, and it's about 13 or 14 minutes long, and it's the transcript from Gravano, my father, and Frankie Loke, right? Frankie Lucasio. It is like I said, it's the transcript of the audio tapes. Now, there are many audio tapes, and I have a feeling someday they're all going to come out. But Gravano and his kids lied that it was all John Gotti, his big mouth, as the Gravano say. But no, it was Gravano and John Gotti doing most of the talking. Poor Frankie Lucasio, not much at all. And don't forget that Gravano testified against Frankie Lucasio as well as my father. And that man stood in prison for 30 years. He died in prison. And Gravano knew the whole time that Frankie Lucasio didn't have anything to do with what he was charged with. And he stood in there till he died. But a few years ago, he tried to play hero. And, he was trying to get him out. But it was like a little too late. But anyway, I put that on my community page, that whole transcript. I hate when people say, and meanwhile I do it. Now, everybody, please listen to this, because this is, I want to thank Justice Tech Pros, because this is 2 snippets from his episode number 51. And somebody please drop Justice Tech Pros channel, please, because I think he has the best podcast on this whole entire YouTube. I wait patiently for them to come out. And then last night I got the idea, well, you know what? Go back and listen to the ones that you didn't listen to. And so that's what I did. I started listening to old ones. And this one just, it was like, what's going on today? And I, I have to ask him because of who he was talking to about. I know he's talking about a family that was on, what do you call it? 2020. So in the beginning, I don't know who he's talking about. He watched some family on 2020. But the second half of this, I'm dying to know who he's talking about. But let's listen, okay? Because it sounds very familiar to me. Oh, let me take the comment off first. Excuse me. And here is the first.
As I said, few things I'm going to jump into and talk about, offer my opinion on. And one of them was sparked by, I was watching a 2020 show. I think it was last Friday. I can't remember. It was either last Friday or the Friday before. But without getting into the gist of the show, it was one segment of the show I found kind of interesting, and it also parlayed into a lot of what's taking place online with the podcast, with social media. And it just got me thinking. I wanted to share some thoughts on it and elaborate a little bit on it. Basically, one part of the show, they were talking about, there was a family, and this family was upset. They felt that an individual should have been charged with a crime that had taken place, but there was no evidence against the individual. And when you boiled it down, it was just really the family's opinion. There was nothing to support the fact that they felt there should have been charges brought. It was just the opinion of the family, and I understand that. They felt strongly that somebody was guilty of a crime. But what I found interesting was what happened was, based on this family's opinion, they would go on social media, they would really start to slander this person, really put it out there that they believed this person was guilty. Then a podcast took place, and on the podcast, the host of the podcast would have episodes where he would focus on this individual. Now, this individual was never charged. There was no evidence against him. And yet, they were pretty much dragging their name through the mud. Now, whether they're guilty or not, I have no idea. But nothing supported that. This was just opinion-based. So somebody, if you look at it from the outside looking in, I understand the family is obviously, if they feel strongly about something, they're going to feel a personal way about it. They're going to feel a certain way. And they're going to be angry, and I understand that. But the correlation that I found, that I want to express, is this. They're going on social media, they're going on podcasts, and third-party podcasts were just having discussions about the theory that this individual was guilty of a crime, and the family felt they were guilty of this crime, and they were trying to piece together certain aspects of what took place and trying to tie this person into it without any evidence, just really theories. And again, a lot of social media blasting, taunting. As we all know, social media can get very nasty. So think about the comments of people that were supporting the family. And on a personal level, I can understand it, but here's where it gets tricky for me, in the sense that I could see where it carries over and how certain things don't play out for certain people. And this is what I mean by that. Long story short, after all this was going on for a certain amount of time, the person who was being accused of these things, obviously it was ruining his life. I mean, he's being slandered on podcasts, he's being talked about on social media, he's having his name dragged through the mud. So they filed a lawsuit, I think it was $45 million lawsuit, for slander and I guess defamation against the podcast, against all the social media platforms, the individuals' accounts on those platforms, everybody who took part in this. So it got me thinking. Here you have a form of social media, a form of podcasts, all these different platforms where people are getting bashed, people are getting spoken about, stories are being told, and a suit is filed because it's not right. That shouldn't be allowed without evidence, without some kind of supportive nature behind it, without a trial, without anything, without even going through the justice system. This individual was getting basically tried and convicted through opinion. And what I found a carryover, where I found similarities, is what's going on now on a lot of these podcasts that take place, on a lot of these informant podcasts. If you notice, a lot of the informants will go on their podcasts and they'll be telling stories, or they'll write blogs. Blogs are a big thing now, where they'll write stories about people. They'll start a blog. I was sent a blog. I was emailed a blog about that an informant put together, where they're writing about different people, people that they knew and people that I guess they dealt with. And they're making a lot of accusations. They're telling a lot of stories. They're really taunting them. I mean, they're even saying things that is of a taunting nature. And they're bad-mouthing these people. They're making up stories about them that they're claiming is true, obviously. However, you're only hearing one side. You're just hearing this person who decided to put together a blog and appear on podcasts. You're only hearing that one narrative. You're not hearing any opposition to it. You're not hearing anybody challenge it. You're not hearing any other explanation to it. So one opinion is being pushed, is being posted everywhere, is being talked about different people. I'm just referencing one specific article, but this is being done time and time again. And there's zero accountability for that. Nothing happens. On this 2020 segment, something did happen. They got sued for $45 million. I don't know how that's going to pan out, but there was repercussions for doing that. It seems as though when an informant is doing something exactly the same, I mean, going on social media, promoting blogs, going on podcasts, talking about stories involving other people who weren't charged with the crimes they're talking about. There's no reports of these alleged crimes that they're talking about, these alleged incidents, and yet they're allowed to do all of these things with no repercussions. Wouldn't that be slander? Wouldn't that be defamation? And it really goes back to this double standard that takes place. Unfortunately, now we're seeing a lot of that play out on all different levels, in politics and the justice system, all over the place. All you see is double standard. And here's another example of it. You have somebody getting dragged through the mud because an individual wants to become social media famous and internet famous by trying to put together a blog, trying to portray that they have all this inside information. Again, it's one person's opinion. It's one person's story. You don't hear anything else but the one person, because they created a platform for it. And yet there's no repercussions for that. So if you just go on, and when you think about that in day-to-day life, if you take somebody, let's say I want to abuse somebody. I want to go and abuse a business. And I just start a podcast just to abuse people, just to go on, talk about why I don't like them, talk about how their businesses are terrible, they're terrible people. I would bet dollars to donuts it'd be a matter of time until I get hit with a lawsuit. You can't just do something like that. Unfounded claims, just ripping somebody up, ruining their reputation. You just can't do something like that. However, I shouldn't say that, because obviously it's taking place. Certain people can't do something like that. That's really what I should say. It's allowed for some and not allowed for others. I guarantee if I started doing that, I'd give myself a week before I get hit with papers. And it just goes back to how in society, certain people are allowed to get away with whatever they want because they're working for a part of the government, part of being an informant, for whatever reason. They have favorable terms given to them. Yet the average citizen isn't afforded that type of leeway and that type of freedom. You can't just go on a podcast or go on a blog and start bashing somebody without the potential of repercussions. I'm sure some people get away with it, but when you're on a forum like that and you're doing it so publicly, it's a matter of time until the normal person would have to answer for that and would have to take it down and would get some kind of cease and desist. They'd get something to stop what they were doing, to prevent a person who is being bashed from having to endure that, let alone their family. You have family members, I'm sure, listening and hearing that and reading that. And I just see these things play out, and I don't think the public, especially ones who aren't obviously listening to these podcasts and hearing what's going on and understanding the story behind it, they're just reading it and taking it for whatever it's worth. They're not factoring in what went into creating that story. In other words, what's the person's agenda? Who's putting that out? Who's writing the blog? Who's talking about it on podcasts? Do they have an axe to grind? Do they have a personal vendetta against whoever their topic of conversation is? There's so many layers to that. And they go unscathed. They have nothing to worry about, no legal ramifications for doing it. Nobody's going to call them on it. And it's just free range. And when I saw that lawsuit on that show, it made me think, well, here you go. Here you have an exact same situation where somebody was being bashed, somebody was being the subject of a story, of an opinion, having their name dragged through their mud. And at least there is some kind of repercussion for that. Something does happen. There is some kind of accountability. They got an attorney. They hired the attorney. They filed a lawsuit. Again, what's going to happen with that, I don't know. But something was put into effect to stop it. And even the person who was a third party, from what I understand, they weren't tied to anybody or related to anybody. They took it upon themselves to start a podcast in favor of the family who was accusing this individual of being tied to a crime. And again, I'm not getting into the personal side of it because I could relate to the family and the frustration if they do feel that strongly about something, and if they do feel somebody got away with something. I could relate to that. I'm a human being. We all are. We could relate to those different things, being frustrated. But my point is, you just can't do something like that without understanding there's going to be some issue with that, and you're going to have to explain yourself, and you're going to have to answer for it. You may have to pay for it. I don't know. It all depends on what happens with the lawsuit, I guess. But you can't just decide to start these things, make people the topic of your focus, and you're bad-mouthing them and you're making up stories about them. You may believe them to be true, but it's only one side. Those are your stories. That's your interpretation. And that's if you're coming from an honest place. What if you're coming from a malicious place? A place where you're almost trying to get payback for something that may have happened. Maybe you felt somebody screwed you over. They felt somebody screwed them over. And now they want to try to get back at them. And they're using the tools they have available. A microphone, a computer, a host of a podcast, creating a website, writing a blog. They're able to use those tools to try to get back at somebody which I can't relate to. If you had something to say to somebody, you should have said it at the time. You're going to wait till now to air out all these things? Just seems very suspect, very convenient. And honestly, another example of the double standard that goes on versus who could do things and who can't. I'm pretty sure if the individuals who were the ones being attacked or having these stories written about them would then turn around and offer rebuttal or offer a response, something. If they did something in retaliation verbally of what they're getting hit with, it would be a problem. And the other slippery slope with that is, being you're dealing with an informant, they don't have really the option of responding and saying, well, that's a lie, this is what happened, because who knows how things could be twisted and turned and misconstrued. They may use that if somebody gets annoyed and they get aggravated and they get flustered and they respond in a way that's perceived as aggressive. It could be twisted and turned because you're dealing with an informant. The informant's allowed to rip somebody apart, abuse them, make threats, actual threats, based on the comments that they use. They'll say things like coming soon and be abusive to somebody. I don't know. It's really just crazy when you think about it. How these things are allowed, they go unchecked. They're allowed to do whatever they want. But if the role was reverse, and somebody was making these comments towards an informant, or started a podcast where they're talking about specific informants, and they're talking about airing out, I guess, whatever, airing out any stories about them, or making suggestive comments on social media about them, you mark my words, they would have a problem. They would have a problem for it. It would be twisted and construed in some way to benefit where they would have a problem. They would have some kind of charges. Something would happen. But time and again, these informants on every kind of level are doing it over and over again. They're talking about people. They're abusing people. They're talking about how tough they are, how crazy they are. Everybody's a killer. They're all killing people. All the people they killed, they're the toughest in the world. It's comical. It really is comical. And the shame part is they're allowed to get away with it time and again with no repercussions. They could say whatever they want. They could spread whatever stories they want. They can make up whatever they want. And there's no accountability, once again, for it. And I spoke about accountability many times in all of my episodes, a lot of episodes, about accountability and how different people aren't held accountable and some are. And I don't understand how the public doesn't see something wrong with that. I shouldn't say that because I'm sure many do. But a lot of times they just don't get it. They see one side, and you could tell by the comments left underneath these blogs and these posts. They're asking questions. They're enamored by it. They're so enthralled by it. I heard one podcast, I think it was about 20 minutes of each informant telling the other informant how crazy they were, how tough they were, how much of a killer they are. I honestly thought I was watching a comedy skit about like killers. Everybody's a killer. Everybody's an animal. Everybody's crazy. They're the craziest people in the world. We're so crazy that we couldn't even be part of a supposed organization. We had to become informants because we were too crazy for the organization. So I guess that means the organization of informants is crazy. It reminds me of that movie My Blue Heaven, where all the informants hooked up and they were all talking how crazy they were. That's what it's like. It's ridiculous. And this is what goes on. This is what takes place. And they could go on there and bash people, talk about people, talk tough, talk how tough they are. It's a joke. And I've said this a million times. I've been doing this for a year. It's very easy to talk that way when you're in that position. You're part of the government now. You have the government behind you. You could say whatever you want. You have a free reign to say whatever you want, talk however you want, and pretty much do whatever you want without any repercussions. And it's amazing. It's just constantly how crazy and tough and how much of a killer everybody was. We get it. How many times are you going to talk about how much of a killer you are? Talk about something productive. I don't know. Talk about sports. Talk about something. Supposedly, they're always referring to how they're making a new life. They're building a new life. Talk about that.
You guys in Giuliani should be in church.
What'd you think of that? Two sets of rules, one for us and one for them. It's amazing. It's like, and that is from January of 2021. So that's over a year ago. And you're right. The truth hurts. The system is broken. And I see there's like 200 comments. And of course, I'm so far behind. Oh, okay. This is the guy. He whooped him. He whooped him. Lenny the Loyal Lab. MobTube is so mean. Yes. And thank you to Justice Tech Pros for letting me use that and telling me that I can take whatever I want and use it whenever I want. I appreciate that. And thank you so much. And let me see. I'm very far behind in the comments. Hello, Scorpy and Batty. How are you? Let's see. Mob Rats 1 channels that are supposed to be mob channels aren't. It's just everyone got off track. Well, yeah, that's besides that. And Rat Trap City, you are here. Hello and thank you. Thank you. Okay, Mobland. Mobland, do you want to come on and tell everybody? I'm going to drop the link for you, okay? Now, Mobland is from Ireland, so everybody, and he will tell you that everything in Ireland is made out of potatoes. But I'd love to have him on because I find it so interesting. Wait till you hear about the prison system there. Let's see. People in the land of the living, subscribe to Angel Just Saying. Good thoughts always. Thank you. I saw a comment by you before, and it cracked me up, but the video was playing. Angela, I had to stop watching someone. It was getting real stupid. I want to leave YouTube after watching with a smile on my face. Yeah, I know. I feel the same way. Tell us what black and white TV show is in the background, Angel. It was Andy Griffith, and now it's Goma Pyle. Goma Pyle is on. Yes, seltzer. I have my seltzer right here. Ramundi, that's what Capici said today. Meza said he was a martial arts expert. I thought that's what Capici said. Rat Trap City is here. Yeah, this is the comment. Look at this. When I straddled Meza, I said, "This is for Angel." Pow! Oh, that's funny. And yes, Sean, Jerry Capici called it my blue heaven. Yes, he did. And truth hurts. The problem is RatTube glorifies these rats. It's a virtual world for them to be tough since they can't be tough in the real world. Yes. Hold on 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I just want to do. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to scroll down some, and because I am very far behind in the comments. I don't even know if Mobland is still here. Hi, Glass Joe. In the book about your father called Mops. Oh, don't even believe that book. I read, I think one. I got up to almost the chapter and I had to shut it because they were such morons. They didn't even know the simple. If you don't know the simplest things about someone, and you're gonna write a book about them, but you don't even know like where they were born and you're saying how he was the icon and he was the favorite of the family. Oh, please. You don't even know what you're talking about. Not you, but Capici. He's never known what he was talking about. Hello, Primo. How are you, Primo? Um, I'm trying to get down really fast. Um, Tina, God, I hate Gravano. Yep, yep. Frankie was a quiet guy. I knew him for right around 12 or 13 years. Yes, he was very, very quiet. And that was a shame. Really, a damn shame. Okay. How are you, Primo? I see everybody saying hello to Primo. Mob Rats 1. Gravano is nothing but a lying rat. That government should have never cut a deal with the lion drug dealer, which he lied to the government and said he never sold drugs. Yep, exactly. Okay, I'm scrolling down. Is Mobland still here? I dropped the link for him, but I don't see him coming on. Hi, Karen. How are you, Karen? Okay. Mm. What did they accuse him of? I don't know. Okay. Lies are being told, especially in here with the rats. What better platform than YouTube where they act like they were notorious? Exactly. And people fall for it. Okay, I see. Okay, you're going to be rude to other people in here. I am blocking you because you're not going to do that here. And I'm going to say,
Bye bye, bimbo. Bye bye, bozo.
yeah. Don't come in here and make fun of anyone. Hi, Anthony. Okay. Hi, sis. How are you? Who was talking? That was Justice Tech Pros. That was a video from Justice Tech Pros channel. He does a podcast. That's the best podcast on all of YouTube, I think, anyway. Hi, Stool Pigeons. How are you? Everybody's saying hi to Stool Pigeons. Yeah. Hi, Tanya. How are you? Angel Dominic speaks so well, just like your brother John. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Jane, not only was I dealing with a debt, but someone got my card info and helped themselves to a super chat. Tried to access different accounts and open a Best Buy account. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Dylan McKay. Why does your name look familiar? Look at what the media is doing to Tulsi Gabbard. The View called her a Russian asset, a current member of the military, and at the time a sitting member of Congress, and they get away with it. Yes, they do. I had to stop. I had a whole conversation with my mom today about the politics and the news today. And like I even told her I haven't watched the news in, and I don't know, in a year, over a year, since Biden took office. I have not watched any news. I don't know what's going on. The only time I see anything is it went because I check the New York Post every day. I'll see headlines. I don't even read the story. I have no interest. I really have no interest. All I know is that I had to order oil yesterday, and for only 125 gallons, it cost me $587. And I think that's sickening. My car used to cost me $30 to fill it up. $30. Now it's $50. I think it's disgusting. So I have zero interest in anything anymore. Angel and all of my chat peeps, I am off to the park with my 2 granddaughters. Enjoy. Have fun, Primo. Okay. Anthony, it's not that we have too many in prison. It's how they treat them and don't exactly. They don't rehabilitate them at all. Exactly. Octavia, it's your jurisdiction limited to USA. Octavia, I realize that you're not from the United States. You're from the UK, right? I can always tell when somebody is from the UK. The truth hurts. Dominic is right on. Yes, he is. Dominic is right on. Johnny True Love, Angel, tell your mods to stop blocking me. I don't know why they blocked you. I have no idea, but I unblocked you. You asked me to unblock you, and I did. So I don't know why anybody is blocking you unless you're not behaving. Buyer's remorse. JTP is on point. Yes, he is. It's like he did that in January of 2021, and it's like exactly what's going on. But I wonder who he was talking about at the end. It almost sounds very familiar. Dylan McKay, as long as social media is not considered a publication, they're able to get away with a lot. Is that true? I don't even know. Sean, people are hating on JTP for no reason. He's a great guy who tells the truth. Yes, I think that he is. I said to him, Dominic, I don't know whose name gets thrown around more, yours or mine. And it's true. Hello, Bronx Bricklayer. How are you? The truth hurts. Sounds like a light. Exactly. That's who I was wondering if that's who he was talking about. Hello, Neil. Dominic is not here, but maybe he'll listen and he'll see that you said hello. But hello. Angela, Dominic actually stands for something. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Kathy, JTP is on point. It's obvious if you listen to some of these blogs. Some are informants and rats working undercover. It's very obvious. Well, all I could say is that if you don't let them get away with it, like if you file a lawsuit and maybe things will stop. Maybe certain things will stop. Maybe some people will stop. We'll wait and see. We'll see. Chicago Muscle. This guy is a good talker. Interesting. Great job, JTP. Yes. The truth hurts. Government enjoys when their rats do this. I believe that they are encouraged to. That's my personal belief, because I knew for a fact that there was a few former FBI agents who knew exactly what was going on. And only conclusion I could come to is that they encouraged it, they enjoyed it, because if you think about it though, I wonder how they're enjoying it today, like how they when something gets so out of control and now you're making up stories that you did not say 8 years ago, and this is what the government was going to send somebody to for the death penalty or life in ADX Colorado for. I mean, you have to be embarrassed. But then again, they're all shameless. They really are all shameless. Oh, thank you, Tanya Moonstar. Thank you so much. And I think congratulations. Should I say that? But thank you. Edward, these guys definitely got to go to church. I wonder who are the two people that he was referring to. So do I. I don't think Mobland is here. Johnny Sideburns. I love the New York accent. I would listen to your father talk all day. He always seemed to have a good sense of humor with the press. He had an amazing sense of humor. That's the one thing I loved about my father. How are you, Mr. O'Neill? I'm fine. I hope you are as well. Thank you. The truth hurts. If they were all that, they would have stood like real men instead of ratting. I quit smoking Marlboro Lights in 19. The hardest thing I ever did. When I got my vape, it really wasn't hard to stop smoking. It was hard, and then once I got the vape, it was easy. I never went back to smoking again. Jimmy O'Connor, what's up, Angel? How you doing today? I'm good, Jimmy. I hope you are as well. Thank you. Edel Morrow, I'm from Ireland. Rats escape prison here too. It's not much different to America. That's not what Mobland said. Mobland told us a whole story of how it's not the same at all. Claudio, Angel, talk about favorite songs. Okay. Okay, give me a minute. Let me just read some more comments. Oh, you're talking to Angela. Okay. Oh, my dog is snoring. Sean, Angel. Oh, as long as you don't have guns like pistols in Ireland, it's not that big of a deal. But people gossip over there, so everyone is in each other's business. Well, isn't everyone in each other's business here too? Raymundi, Angel, tell him I'm only allowed to make fun of people in here. Yes, okay. You're allowed. Oh yeah, I'm not reading that one. Oh, that's Andy. Sis, Angel, you should write a book. Yeah, I was going to. I really was going to, and I don't know about that now. We'll see. Truth hurts. I say, if you're going to believe everything you read, then you shouldn't read. Yes. uh, Tom Sheehy. Angel, what do you want to know about Irish prisons? If I can help, I will. Well, Mobland told me that the prison system there is not like the prison system here. Like, you don't have, like, what they did to my father and kept him in solitary confinement for 12 years. You don't have that over there. He said that, they have TVs, they get to go and walk around and do whatever they want. They feel that being in prison is punishment enough, so they don't have to do anything more to you. Is that true? Because that's what Mobland said. The truth hurts. You have a rat like Gravano putting people that don't belong in jail, yet he sits on here glorifying his old days when he couldn't even stand up like a man. 100%. 100%. He sold drugs in Brooklyn, Stillwell, and bought his drugs from Casso. Yeah, that's what they said. Jane, I'm staying away from all the drama channels. Makes no sense and too toxic for me. I can't handle it. I don't blame you. Yeah. Miss Can't Be Wrong. Tom Sheehy knows about prisons in Ireland. So, um, so do you want to tell me in the chat, or do you want to come on? Because maybe oh, he's not that brave. Miss Can't Be Wrong. Oh God. No, I'm not that brave, but can let her know. I'm curious what this guy was saying, because they're the same as UK prison. I think he might be a reporter believing the holiday camp rubbish. Mobland? No, he's not a reporter. Okay. I'm going down the comments fast. I'm sorry if I passed you right up. None your business. Business. Eli is a parasite on humanity. I agree. Johnny Truelove, JTP is a good man. I agree. I can never say your name, but Dominic is the man. I agree. Okay. Yep. Ange knows they are encouraged. It's true. Ginny, you've got the loveliest accent, Angel. I'm from England. And I feel that you all have the better accent. I love your accent, but thank you. Eli, do you believe Eli is a foster parent now? Yeah. Go to johnalifacts.com and read that fact about him being a foster parent. Oh, Mobland, there you are. Sorry, Angel, I am at work at the minute, but I'll definitely come on again with you on your next stream. No problem. I just thought you would like to tell everyone. And I laughed so hard on your stream that you did last week. We had so much fun. Sean, your pops did it his way, and you gotta love a guy like that, saying F the feds till he died. That's right, he did. What happened with JTP? Nothing. What happened with him? Nothing happened with him. I just shared something from his podcast. episode number 51. It's from January of 2021. Mob Talk Radio. They have solitary in Europe. In fact, first timers gets 23/7 lockdown. At least this is in Finland. No, this is not in Ireland. He said that's not true in Ireland. Maybe in Finland, yeah, but not in Ireland. Sammy disgusts me. Yeah, join the crowd. I'm gonna go down here. Okay. Carlos Munez, no fly zone. Respect to all the strong women in the chat. Yeah, that's right. That is so right. Hello, Marion. How are you? Yeah, Angela knows. We all went through that in 2015 when we called him a liar on Twitter. He accused us of being racist. That was so funny. He called us racist because we said the story wasn't true. He made a whole Facebook big thing and everything saying that John Gotti Jr., who was not on the internet at all, my brother has no idea how to even get on the internet. And he said that John Gotti Jr. was racist and attacking him for fostering a black foster child. Meanwhile, his brother Jimmy came on and said, "What? First of all, what black foster child did you have? And where was he? Because I've never seen him." It was funny. Check out johnalifacts.com. You'll see how he made up that story too. Anthony, love listening to JTP, but I would love to hear him curse once in a while. Great guy, LOL. Yeah, I don't think you will ever hear that. I don't think JTP would ever curse. Thank you, Southie, but I'm not putting that up. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, go to johnalifacts.com. And here is my Twitter buddy. Willpower, being fearless, the law of gratitude, mind over gratitude. You can do anything you put your mind to achieve. Visualize and keep believing that you are destined to be something great. Thank you, lucky boss lady. Grambino, Saudi Arabia on crime. Is it bad? Sean, they will financially break you in every way possible. Yes, they will. Being in a French prison is pretty terrible too. But do they do do they allow a rat to walk away scot-free while the person they're telling on has to go to prison and go in solitary confinement? Can anybody answer that? Because Mobland told me no. Okay, Grambino says, no joke. I know a guy who did 5 years in a Turkish prison for smuggling hash back in the 70s. Was worse than the movies. Okay. Hello, what's real? Miss Angel, can you please tell your brother John Gotti Jr. that there's someone in the Hamilton, Canada worship you, and please tell him I exist. Yes, I will. Thank you, what's real. Who's on? Yeah, exactly. Who on God's blue earth would ever give him a child to foster? Why, I guess. No, this was back in the day. This was a long time ago. It wasn't recently. It was back in the day. He claimed that he had a foster child. Well, he said it in 2015 that he had a black foster child. And meanwhile, his brother said he was lying. His own brother said, "What foster kid?" Exactly. Ange witnessed it all. Okay. Okay. Uh Tom Sheehy, yes, MTR or Angel will let you join. Don't worry, everyone in here is cool. I don't know. Does he want to come on? Brian Miller, I think it's wrong to say a man is a deadbeat dad when he is not, when he is a great dad. Yes, I agree. Um, hold on. Okay. Brian Miller, I seen a documentary on the Black Dolphin prison in Russia. That place don't play. They don't let the inmates lie down during the day either. Is that true? Hold on. Okay. I'm sorry. Um okay. Um being in a French prison. Okay. Subscribe to Angel Gotti just saying. The truth hurts. Dominic has a lot of class. Yes, he does. Uh, I can go back a little now. Um, okay. You know what? There's things that there are things that go on that just say there's people on the left side, there's people on the right side. Here's Angel in the middle, and Angel gets kicked in the face because this one on this side doesn't like that one, this one doesn't like that one. And I'm not a mind reader. I don't know anything that goes on. And it's just amazing to me. It's like whatever. I really. Cane Shades, how are you? On tomorrow night's Bodega show, I am going to show off this card that I have of your father that has a penny from 1987 on it. I bought it a few years ago. Oh, very nice. And welcome back, Cane Shades. I'm looking forward to it. Tomorrow night, you're on at 9 o'clock, right? Instead of 10 because of is it basketball or football? No, is football? Oh, yeah, football's over. Is it baseball or basketball? No, baseball didn't start yet, so it must be basketball. Angel, he said he's gonna get his son to fix his laptop so he can join one night. Okay, very good. Uh, Kathy, it's funny how we can flow from one topic to the next. I know. Uh, Oh yeah. Well, Keen Shades, drop your channel. Let everybody subscribe to Keen Shades. Drop your channel, Keen. Well, Carlos, somebody drop it. Angela said hi, Keen Shades. My dogs are jumping up and down. Yes, 9 p.m. tomorrow night. When we come. Aw, Grampino, thank you. When we come to Angel's house, we leave our trash outside. Aw, thank you. Oh, okay. It's basketball. Okay. Amber Alert. Uncle M. Marie is the GOAT. I think so. Frankie was there and a ton of other people. I don't know what that means. Oh, yeah. You're talking about in prison? Yes, you're right. Good night, Jane. Or good night, Tina. Who's leaving? Somebody's leaving. Oh, Jane. Okay. Jane, I have to say good night. Early day tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Sleep well and happy thoughts. Jane, I'm so sorry. I hope everything gets better for you. And I'm sorry for the loss of your friend. Here. Special wings and protection for informants, new IDs when they get out. Really? So you have that. But where are you in the UK? Are you in Ireland? Where are you, Tom Sheet? Oh, I see. That's how I know Frankie. Okay. I should share. His funeral is on YouTube. I should share that. I just remembered that it's on here. His funeral. Something very, very different. Very different. I don't think Alite knows how to open his mouth without lying 100%. Or say Gotti. He does not how to have a conversation without having the name Gotti in his mouth. Okay. In Peru, they let the guys hire escorts to come into the prisons. That is crazy. I remember something like that in Brazil also, that one of Alite's cellmates said something like that, but I don't know. I don't remember. You'd have to check it out on the JohnnyLifeFacts.com website. Krumel says there are countries in Europe that are pretty horrible. Okay. I take you. I believe you. I don't know. I was under the impression that I heard him. I mean, I asked him questions and he answered me, and it sounded like our prison system was horrendous compared to his. So I could be wrong. When he comes on, he'll tell everyone. Okay. Angel Octavia. Angel always said if I indirectly chat energy, never my intention. I am happy to love and support from afar. Oh, thank you. Angel, any news on who you never? I can't talk about any of it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But there's been a change, and you'll see. I can't say anything. Rats hate being called out. Yep. Who in their right mind would let him be a foster parent? I think I went backwards. Krumel, yes, the funeral with the horses and coach and his daughter. It was more of a celebration of his life. And at first I was like, what is this? But then it was like, oh wow, it was like a celebration of his life going through the streets of the Bronx. It was amazing. No, Jim O'Connor. I'm not going to speak about him on here. I'm sorry. I will not speak about him because the next thing you know, it's they all start with him in their blogs and on their shows, and no, I'm not going to speak about him. He came home. He did his time. He's home. He's a grandfather, and he's doing very well. That's it. The truth hurts. They pretty much try to financially break you here too. Yes, they do. Edel, solitary in Irish prison is more to protect the prisoners from attacks from the other prisoners. Oh, okay. Victoria, I just looked up Frankie LaCastillo funeral on YouTube. Yes. Hello, Mike Wall. I think that it was during the COVID and everything too. So I don't think it was that big because of that. Good night, Karen. Listen, okay. Okay, everybody. We're on for an hour and a half. So I'm going to keep this one short and thank everybody for coming and watching and supporting me. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great night. And thank you, JTP, for allowing me to use your videos anytime. Thank you, your podcast.